Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had a really to lose here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 71 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they'll run again.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 series. Ultra.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Hurry.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Right. Check you. Yellow. Claws red. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Odafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Oh, a solid stiff arm in some open field. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Boom, check.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check mega. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. These guys are incarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys next time out, this they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice.